back to Starving Artist Courses, your all-in-one online music education resource. I'm Kat and I'll be your voice teacher today, and we're going to be learning some techniques and ways to make it easier to sing You Say by Lauren Daigle. So I want to start off by saying that every single person has a different way of singing. No one person sounds exactly the same. And so your voice is not going to sound exactly like the person next to you or like your friend or like your favorite artist. You have a unique sound that is you, so be very proud of it. But every single person should know some basics to making it healthy to sing. As long as you're not straining your voice, as long as it's not hurting you in any way, feel free to explore the boundaries of your voice, and hopefully applying these techniques and these things to keep in mind will help you sing songs better, easier, and keep you healthy for a very, very long time. So let's start off first with vowels. Before we even start singing anything, we're going to go back to the basics of speech in general. A, E, I, O, U. So with those vowels are going to be very, very crucial with any song you sing, because it's going to facilitate a high note, a low note, and make you not strain to get there. So if you've ever been in choir, you've probably seen people put their hands like this and go like A, E, I, O, U. That helps you notice that you're keeping your mouth open and everything relaxed. So we're going to start by doing that, and you're going to be doing A, E, I, O, U, and you don't want to be moving your jaw. So if you see A, E, I, O, U, that's wrong. So you want to keep it as still as possible, as relaxed as possible, and if it helps, put your hands right here. And while you're singing A, E, I, O, U, you want to be lifting your soft palate. And it's actually something you do on a regular basis. If you've ever yawned ever in your life, which I hope you have, you will notice that you start to make a lot of space in the back of your mouth, and you start going, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. That's what's lifting your soft palate is. So you're going to implement that. You're going to go A, E, I, O, U, and you just want to practice that a couple times and make sure it's all relaxed, of course. And then we're going to move on to the next thing. So it's going to look a little bit funny, but you're going to put your hands right here. You're going to go ah, and then you're going to get ready. You're going to just lift your soft palate, and any single note that you want to sing, sing the I, A, O on it, okay? So it'll be I, A, O. And do that, repeat it until you feel comfortable with it. The first note we'll be singing in You Say is I. So I. And you want to make sure that it's not sounding like I or I. You got to have it sound like I. You want to lift your soft palate a little bit. And you want to make sure that it's relaxed. So I. And one thing you want to remember in any song that you sing, sometimes you're going to realize that the singer just has a really big range and just can sing a lot more notes than you can. So what helps is to put it in a different key. But for right now, we're going to be learning it in the original key, which can be a little bit low at times, but I will teach you some techniques to make it a little bit easier to sing. In the part where she says, every single lie that tells me I will never measure up, it's a bit low. So it's going to be, every single lie that tells me I will never measure up. It's really low. I personally would change the key for this song, but since we are doing it in the original key, this is how it's going to go. You want to speak it. If you ever notice, you actually usually speak normally and more relaxed in a lower key. Instead of reaching it, you're going to go and you're going to try to relax into it, and you're going to try to speak it a bit. So, every single lie that tells me I will never measure up. Does it sound as good? Maybe not. I would suggest, for me personally, I would switch my key a little bit higher, but it's okay for right now, just learning purposes. Know that it's okay to switch the key to a song, and that if you do ever have to sing a little bit lower, there is a way to do it. Just relax into it, act like you're speaking it, as opposed to reaching for that down bite right there. I don't know if a lot of people, especially if you're a girl, can sing that note. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you something that I tell everybody to do. Literally, just don't sing that one note. Put something else. Make it your own. Do a different note. Do something like, every single lie that tells me I will never measure up, or something like that. You never know. You can literally just add whatever you want in there, make it your own, and don't freak out too much about that one note. And then for the rest of the verse, you're going to want to just sing it like you're speaking it. So it'll be like, I keep fighting voices in my mind that say I'm not enough. Every single lie that tells me I will never measure up. One thing to always remember, if there's one note that's freaking you out and it's giving you so much anxiety that you're like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to hit that one note, just change it. So always remember, don't ever try and push your voice if it starts hurting. If it's too high, it's too low. Everyone has different ranges. So understand and get to know your voice and make sure to make adjustments when needed. So now we know what to do for the lower notes that we are having trouble hitting. Now what do we do with the higher ones that we're trying to struggle and reach for? Well, there's something that you want to do instead of reaching and screeching for those notes. Please don't ever do that. You want to relax. First of all, it's always make sure everything is relaxed. And then you're going to want to prepare for that note. Prepare the space for that note in your mouth before you even sing it. You want to make sure that the breath that you're taking and everything works in a cohesive way to get you to that note. Let me explain. So there is a point where you jump from that low note, the point, and then you go to oh. So how do you get from there to there? You have to actually prepare the space. So you previously were on you weren't a bit more speechy and you're just kind of like down here, and you have to go to a higher oh. You're gonna breathe in on that O vowel before you even sing the oh. You want to prepare that space. So you're gonna go up, oh, instead of up, oh. That's not preparing yourself. You need to always prepare before you even sing something. Mentally, emotionally, physically. So that's what you're going to incorporate when you're singing that low to that high. Always preparing that space, resetting, and getting that note out as beautifully as possible. The good thing about that oh is that it sets you up for the higher note. It's not making you jump a whole octave, it's just making you jump a couple notes. So that's all you really gotta do. So, oh, you, there you are. You're already there. Perfect. And remember, always look for places where it's a little bit harder for you to sing and check it. Where's the vowel? What vowel should I sing? What vowel should I do to make this easier for me? Instead of it being like, you, do like, you. Maybe open it up a bit more. See if opening up the space helps you to sing and execute all of those notes perfectly or just better. And when we sing this chorus, you want to keep in mind to not move your lips too much with what you're singing, which I have a big problem with. So I'm sorry if I do it. But you know when you're speaking normally, you kind of go like, oh my gosh, yeah. And then you're like, oh, cool, that's awesome. Like your lips kind of tend to go out a bit more. I kind of exaggerated that a bit. But you don't want to do that when you're singing. You want to make sure that you do it as little as possible. So instead of, you say I am loved when I am falling short. Do you see how that's how it is? You want to make sure that it's a bit more relaxed. So, you say I am loved. Na, 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 na. You want to make sure that there's none of that happening right there. So make sure to keep in mind your lips where they are. I can't see them, but you can, and you can feel it. So make sure to not do that and do it as little as possible, only when needed and necessary. So we'll just sing that chorus together just a little bit to just understand to not be moving our lips too much, to keep the space open a bit, and to make sure you're enunciating as well. It's very, very important. So here it is. You say I am loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong when I think get a karaoke version of this and sing along to it and see if you're able to execute it without someone singing it alongside with you. That'll help you practice your independence in singing and also your timing. So keep that in mind. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you learned something new today. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you again next time.